Peace, everyone. I am Nudiamonds, and this is going to be a solar eclipse energy reading, new moon in Leo. Okay, I hope everyone out there is doing well. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. Shout out to the members. Okay. Wow. I am still naturally high from the 8-8 portal. Okay. So, for the most part, if you've been getting in tune with yourself, putting in the work, you should feel this bliss. You should feel this peace. Confirmation. Confirmation. Y'all see that? You should be feeling something during that 8-8 portal. Shout out to everybody who came through for the 8-8 activation that we did. It was truly magical. Like, again, I'm still charged up from that. I'm still integrating that. I'm still processing that energy because it was something else. Okay, I I can't even describe. I'm looking up because you already know what's here. I'm looking up on my ceiling because you already know what it is. Okay. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Get them likes up. I love y'all. Yeah. So you should be feeling something. You should be feeling activated. You should be feeling charged up. You should be feeling this love from within. You should be feeling fulfilled. You should be feeling some type of way. Okay. So, and that goes into, you said hella charged up, Gabby. I mean, it's like you should feel electrified. You should feel magnetic. You should feel secure to be in your authentic essence. And opening up to that, whatever that looks like for you. Okay. And this goes hand in hand with this eclipse energy because they're synced. It's this synergy that's here, right? And we're in a very powerful energy. We're in a very powerful portal that you should feel. I can't even describe it. That's how you should feel. You should feel undescribable right now. Okay. Um, and this is when you sit with yourself, right? So when you sit with yourself, so much. When you sit with yourself, right? Because we got things we got to do in this realm, in this world, right? But when you sit with yourself, you should feel this sense of serenity, peace, bliss, joy, love, right? And that's truly attributed to the ones who have been doing the work. Okay, it's going to be amplified. Okay, and you should feel that sense of pureness coming over you. And if you don't, you will. Okay. Whew. Yeah, and it's like this. You can breathe, you can relax, you can release. It's okay. Energy. Okay. And that's kind of like how this energy is right now, as this solar eclipse energy is here. Okay. So that's kind of like the intro. Again, I am New Diamonds. Don't forget to get those likes up. We about to deep dive into this solar eclipse, new moon energy. Um, and yeah, you who I got it's so much I want to go over, and I'm trying to, like, I'm so excited, right? It's this feeling of excitement and wanting to, like, jump out of your own skin, like your spirit has elevated so much. It's almost like an outer body experience. And because we're stepping into the fullness of ourselves, no longer compartmentalizing ourselves, our identity, our thoughts. We are truly embracing all that we are, and it gives us a sense of fulfillment and us feeling full. Okay. And I like to say, whoever and whatever stepped through that 8-8 portal with you is supposed to be with you. It's supposed to be. Anything that has not walked through that portal with you, it's not meant to. Don't reach back. Don't look back. Right? All of those things are meant to be left behind so you can embrace this new beginning. That's what this solar eclipse energy is about. It's about this new beginning with yourself, right? New moon in Leo, new beginning with yourself, new beginnings with your identity, a fresh new start, right? And this could happen all of a sudden, or you could be slowly integrating it, slowly feeling it, okay? And taking those baby steps into this energy. Um, and there's been a lot of things going on energetically in the ethers, spiritually, that you can feel, and you feel different. You feel it building up. It's this build up. It's like something happened last night. Something's been happening these past couple of nights to where you feel it. It's a feeling. It's divine source creation energy, and it is here for all of us to manipulate. Is very malleable. It's like putty. It's like Play-Doh, right? You can create with it what you want, whatever you will. Okay. So it's this beautiful transgression. It's this beautiful entering in. It's this beautiful taking steps forward to embrace yourself. Okay. What I'm seeing is us walking through the 8-8, right? Stepping out on faith is dark, right? And then we take another step, and then we are illuminated. We get illuminated because we're stepping into this next layer, this solar eclipse portal, which is truly about embodying yourself. Okay. Embodying source, embodying these experience, your journey. It's not so much about the mission. It's about enjoying the journey. Okay. Now, who? The solar eclipse happens on 8/12, and depending on where you're at in the world, you will be able to see it and you won't be able to see it. You may see a partial eclipse. One thing I found interesting is this eclipse will be happening over Greenland, Iceland, and Spain. Okay. So that's just the linguistics of this energy. But again, this is a global phenomenon. Okay. It will be happening on the Leo Aquarius axis. So this is that fixed cross axis, meaning that there has been a lot of things that you had to sacrifice to get to this sense of self, to get to this level of awareness, to get to this next level of healing, next level of loving yourself. And there's going to be a lot of sudden shifts when it comes to how you view yourself and how you view others, how you've been working with yourself and how you've been working with others, how the collective comes together at this time. Okay. Another thing before I deep dive into my notes, I'm just getting into certain things that I wrote at the top, which are very important. Okay. So there's some things, like I said, that's on a surface of your mind that is very important. Pay attention to, right? Because it's going to lead you into a beautiful deep dive within this energy within yourself. Don't ignore it. Okay. Get them likes up. Okay. One thing that I'm going to speak on is there has been a huge transition for you over the course of these last 6 months. I mean, tremendous. And I say that because 6 months ago, we were in that 3-3 portal energy. I don't know what 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 5 months, 6 months. Okay. But I say that because we're stepping out of this 3-3 lunar eclipse portal energy. And this is attributed to a buildup of a 7-year cycle that you have been working on within yourself. But just this year, it was completed. You closed a door on that old chapter, and there was something that was revealed to you during that 3-3 portal. Okay. A lot of detoxing, a lot of shedding, a lot of accountability, a lot of releasing. Once you and a lot of ideas, a lot of new seeds were planted, a lot of seeds that were planted that were forgotten about resurfaced for you to nourish so that they could bloom. Okay. If you've been tending to your garden, right, pulling out weeds, healing yourself, loving yourself, taking accountability, cutting people off, cutting out old ways, and acting on ideas, acting on things that you felt called to do, circling back to the beginning of your journey, refreshing things, you had this sense of overwhelming amount of love that you felt during that 3-3 energy. And it kind of, I don't want to say dispersed. Yeah, okay. It dispersed into the atmosphere. Okay. So there was things that you felt. There were things that you surrendered to. There were things that you acted on during the 3-3. Y'all got to go back to that time, go back in your phone, go back to your journal. Look at that whole, right? From the beginning of Pisces season. Okay. There was some huge shift and something shifted during that 3-3 and you entered in to this portal. There's been some type of energy, some type of elevation, some type of bliss, some type of love, some type of something in March. Okay. And we are coming out of that 3-3 portal now. Okay. So the way how spirit has been showing me this energy is that during 3-3, a lot of us felt ourselves enter in a portal, a wormhole, jump in timelines, shift in timelines. We felt this vibration of elevation, of activation, of ascension, right? As we listened to those things that spirit called us to do, it locked us into that timeline and we were pulled into a portal. Okay. Now, how you navigated through this portal is how you're coming out of this portal now. Okay. And the way how I see this portal is we entered in, right? But when we entered in, we went around and then we came out on top. It's literally a spring portal. You know how the beginning of a spring is, right? It starts at the bottom, it goes around, but then it comes up and it's like you've elevated, you got on the next level, right? That's how this energy is. It's this like ascending on a higher timeline um in the same reality. I hope this makes sense. I'm doing my best to describe what is happening because it's happening in the astros and the spiritual realm. But if you've been putting in the work, if you have been attentive, then you're able to feel it, see it, grasp it, and you can taste it. Like you it's I can't explain it, y'all. I'm trying to explain it the best way that I can, but it's like in so many words, we're on a higher timeline and we're exiting out this portal. So things are going to look different, things are going to be different, things are going to feel different because they are different. And it's because you've changed. It's not like you tripped and fell into this timeline. No, you've been actively co-creating with yourself, actively, intentionally putting the best foot forward on this journey. So this is attributed to your actions. Again, you are the cause and you are effect. Cause and effect, karma, right? That loop, that 8-8, right? If you keep doing the same things, you're going to continue to get the same things. If you make changes, right, then you shift that much every time you make that change. The trajectory of where you're at shifts and change. Okay. So if you're giving it 100%, you're going to see 100%. If you're giving it 20, you're going to see 20. It's a reciprocated energy that is being revealed to us. Okay. And it has a lot to do with yourself. It's really not attributed to nobody else. It's really not attributed to outside things, external things. This goes back into your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit. Okay. Um, so yeah, and there's this transcendence of this energy. Like a lot of us went up 3 levels. We jumped like 3 timelines. We quantum leaped 3 dimensions. Okay. The more we shed, the more we surrendered, the more we let go, right? We broke through another layer of ourselves, broke through another layer, broke through another layer of our identity, right? Confirmation, key two. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I just checked my notes, my photos in March when I started this project, and I'm just now finishing it. There was something you were working on, right? And it was something that was brewing up over the past 7 years. You've been actively working on, but you just completed it. Okay. Testimony. I dropped my tea blends. I dropped my tea blends in March. Okay. Been holding on to them, but working on healing myself. but that's when I officially dropped them. So go back to that time, y'all. It's something you've been working on that is complete, that is done, that is going to help you elevate and ascend to that next level. Okay. All right. That's the intro. Let's deep dive. Okay. So if y'all ready to deep dive into this energy, get them likes up, drop them gems in the chat. Cause y'all know I'm gonna take y'all know I'm gonna take y'all through there. All right. Yes. So as we go up these layers, as we ascend these portals within ourselves, right? It's this coming back to ourselves, seeing ourselves, being in alignment with ourselves, with our cellular structure, right? Some of us have been called to detox. I know from August 1st to August 8th, I fasted, I detoxed, right? Some of you may be getting that calling now, right? Some of you may have already, right? So we're in the fluctuation of this energy. It's going to all hit us at different times, but know when you feel called, that is when it's aligned for you. Okay? Because this is all about divine alignment. This is all about the stacking up of the energy, right? This is all about you getting in alignment with yourself, because not only are we in alignment with ourselves, but the planets are also aligned, right? Everybody talking about this planet parade energy, right? That happens on this day, but truly it's already been happening. It's already happening right now. If you go outside, the planets are aligned, right? So you should be feeling aligned with yourself. You should be getting aligned with yourself. Okay. Making sure your chakras, making sure your mind, body, soul, spirit, making sure your business, making sure your relationships, right? All of that is in alignment. Okay. All right. Also, ooh-wee, this is a divine portal of love. And I say that because it is what it is. I told y'all this summer was going to be the summer of love. And it's been that. It's been a lot of love. And we all know love is attributed to so many different things, right? Self-love, love of source, divine love, divine unions, divine partnership, right? The love of something that you're passionate about, right? Those passion projects. Love is attributed to so much, so many different things. Okay. But this is a divine portal of love with yourself, loving yourself, all layers of yourself. Then you feel that heart expansion. That's why I couldn't come live. I was going to go live yesterday. I couldn't go live because my heart was activating and expanding and pulsating, and I was just in pure bliss all day from this 8-8 activation, and from us entering in, and from all of the work that we've been doing, right? And I wanted to go live, but Spirit said, no, sit with this energy and let that love flow through you. Because Diamond, you are so giving. You always want to pour into the collective. You always want to pour into relationships. You're such a nurturer, right? And you give out a loveness for your heart. How about you give to yourself? Love on yourself, nourish yourself, pamper yourself, treat yourself, because you deserve it. And so I just rested in that bliss all day. And it felt so good just to be in that love energy and seeing the divine source pour in energy to the collective. This is a collective thing. Okay. All right. So, a divine portal of love with self, all layers, all facets of yourself and others, right? So, again, Pay attention to who and what walked through this A8 portal with you, because there's going to be a lot of things that are solidified during this solar eclipse energy on the 12th. What spirit is telling me, the deadline is the 13th, right? The deadline is the 13th. So who, what, when, where, why, there are things that are entering in this new higher timeline with us. And we have to be very mindful. Most of these things that are coming in are of a higher vibration when it comes to that love, when it comes to authenticity, especially if you've been doing the work. You already been cutting these things off, cutting these things out. I'm hearing that once in a blue moon energy, you were cutting things out when we were in that blue moon. I believe that was in June. Well, we had the 2 full moons. Yeah. There were things that were revealed to you about yourself that got cut off, and there were things that were revealed to you about others that needed to get cut off, and it did. If you've been paying attention to that, you've been ascending ever since. Things have been leveling up and upgrading ever since. Okay? So be open and ready to receive at this time. And if you've been doing the work, you've already surrendered and you're ready. Okay? A collective turnover of fortunate events. A collective turnover of fortunate events. Okay? So a lot of bliss, a lot of abundance, a lot of everything in divine alignment, one-on-one. This mirror frequency, what I'm seeing is August 10th. It just hit 100 views. Come on, Spirit. August 10th, 101 with 100 viewers. This is the activation of yourself. You're activating binary codes. You're activating cellular structure codes. You've broken the code within yourself. Yeah, we are the glitch in the matrix. Okay. By us having these resets within ourselves, by us deep diving into ourselves, by us loving ourselves, valuing ourselves, seeing ourselves. Okay. There's going to be so much abundance, opportunities, gifts. Some of these things will be unexpected. Some of these things are expected. Okay, so there could be something you've been patiently waiting for that's going to come. It's going to blow your mind. I'm hearing it's going to knock your socks off. So yeah, this is attributed to love and love making. Okay. I also said unexpected love. The vision that I'm getting is spirit pulling a rug from up under you. As soon as you're about to fall, someone catches you. So this isn't just getting swept off your feet. Again, this is someone on the same frequency as you. This could be Soul Tribe. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Right? Us locking in on a whole nother level. Us really being in tune with our true authentic frequency. Right? And elevating. Okay? And like I said, love of yourself, feeling these blissful moments with yourself, feeling like your heart chakra is opening, feeling like a kid again, feeling pure, feeling clear, feeling creative again, right? Some people may have had creative blocks, writer blocks. All of those blocks will be lifted. Okay. And like I said, love relationships, unexpected love relationships. Only if you are truly ready to receive. Okay. With this comes a lot of epiphanies. So you're going to be getting a lot of downloads, getting a lot of uploads, getting a lot of crown loads, right? Certain things that couldn't make sense before, they make more sense than ever, right? Your vision being more clear, the veil being lifted, that brain fog is gone, right? Clearer thoughts, okay? Another level of understanding the cryptic messages that spirit may have been sending you, okay? Like, why do I keep seeing this? Why do I keep, right? And Google don't got the answers, right? I'm looking up bluebirds. What do bluebirds represent? Oh, well, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. Don't really resonate, right? Yeah, you're going to get more insight on what messages mean for you. This is an internal thing because 111 may mean something different for me than it does for you. 222 may mean something different for me than it does for you. So this is getting back in tune what things mean for you. Okay. This is a huge reset. A huge reset, right? And I say that because, again, the times that we're in, there's a lot of things changing. There's a lot of things shifting. And we're going to continue to see things change and things shift. So the best thing to do is to get in tune with ourselves and have that sense of that reset or that rebirth that needs to happen. So that way we aren't stagnant and stuck in old things and old ways, because spirit is allowing an overflow of abundance, an overflow of love to pour in, but you have to be ready to receive it. Meaning that you have to empty out your cup that's filled up with a whole lot of old BS and be ready to be divinely nourished. Okay. This is a big remembrance for the collective. A lot of us are going to be remembering things, right? Past life, higher self, ancestors, gifts, memories, nostalgia. Okay. Be open to that. Okay. Because this is when your mind, body, and soul are in alignment, especially when you are in harmony with yourself, because Earth is in alignment with the cosmos. Okay. So it's not just about external, it's about internal. Again, we have all of these planets in alignment. This is a solar eclipse, meaning that the sun, the moon, and the earth are in direct alignment, meaning that you should be feeling aligned. And if you feel a little out of alignment, do things to get you in alignment. Okay. I'm hearing, well, Diamond, what? I'm hearing collective questions. Okay. Like I said, detoxing. That's going to clear out all of that brain fog, all of that, right? If you feel called, you can purchase some of my tea, Ascension tea. That's going to get rid of them parasites, and it's going to elevate your mind and nourish your cells. Okay. Also, getting outside and grounding yourselves if you can. If it's not, if the weather ain't manipulated too much, right? Because I know weather is crazy. We have a lot of different things going on, sending out a lot of love and light to people in Colombia who were affected by the earthquake today. But we're going to continue to see a lot of different weather anomalies, right? And it's not all harp, it's not all orchestrated, it's not all, some of this stuff is divine intervention. Okay. So yeah, we're going to continue to see a lot of different weather anomalies. So do what you can in these times, right? So if you see that it's sunny and you feel called to go outside and ground yourself, yeah, go outside and ground yourself. Touch some trees, get by some water, okay? Or do some internal grounding methods, breathing, playing some high frequency vibrational music, right? Get in tune with your inner child, get in tune with your heart. Do things that make you happy. That's a sense of grounding yourself, doing things that make you feel safe, secure, right? Eating comfort food, right? Because some people, they've been detoxing, and it's okay. Have some, mashed potatoes or something. You feel you want some comfort, right? It's nothing wrong with comfort food, but it's about balance. Okay. Treating yourself, right? And treating yourself don't mean overindulgent. It just means being fulfilled internally. Okay. Do something that gives you that sense of fulfillment, right? um, Doing things that give you a sense of pleasure. Okay. Pleasure and joy. Again, if you have a partner, yeah, get intimate. Do some intimate things. Fall back in love with yourself. Fall back in love with your partner. Do things, spruce it up a little bit. Have a little fun. There's nothing wrong with love. There's nothing wrong with sex. It's nothing wrong, right? But when we do those things with the wrong person, that's when it's a problem, right? So being aware of that. But this is a time where we're supposed to be so self-aware. We learn discipline, right, from our past experiences, that we're able to open up and be vulnerable with people who have that same resonance frequency with us, right? And if there's any friction in between those lines, we should be able to um, keep up our boundaries and hold up our standards as a sense of protection. Okay. Am I making sense? Is this making sense? If I'm making sense, drop some 8 8s in the chat, please. Because I feel like I'm channeling. And I'm my mind. I need a little confirmation, tribe. Okay. Okay. I ain't lost nobody. Okay. Gratitude, 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 gratitude. So tribe. I want this to be clear. And that message was about pleasure, love, doing things that you are deserving of. Y'all hear the gems? Y'all hear I be rhyming? I don't even be trying to be. That's how you know a source. That's how you know a source. Okay. And knowing that you are worthy, knowing that you are worth it. Okay. And when you lock in with yourself, you attract that. Period. Okay. All right. This is also a big time of letting go of fear. This is also a big time of letting go of fear. I had to say that louder, and I had to say it again. Anything holding you back, anything that's depleting you of your energy, anything that's weighing heavy on your consciousness, anybody you feel is just draining, draining, draining. Don't be afraid to cut them off. Don't be afraid to check yourself. Don't be afraid to check in with yourself. Again, one thing Spirit told me this season was, what would it look like if you stop holding back? Because I'm not fully allowing myself to be myself out of fear. This goes deep, you guys. So look, why I don't want to put out that project, why I don't want to post, why I don't want to take pictures, why I don't want to hit that person up first. Come on with the confirmation. Shout out to the soul tribe. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? It's time to face those fears and let it go. Because the only thing that's truly going to happen is you face yourself. Okay. This is where you tap into confidence. See, when you let go of those fears, right? That root chakra survival mode, primal, animalistic, that keeps you locked down. That energy is dense. It weighs heavy on your heart. It weighs heavy on your spirit, right? You overthinking, you sad, you soaking, you depressed, you in grief, it's one thing to acknowledge the emotions that you're in, the emotions that you're feeling that may have been suppressed, to let them go. But it's one thing to be consumed by that fear. Do y'all hear me? This is where we let go of those fears. Stop procrastinating. Stop procrastinating. Who I'm talking to in here? You said you was gonna bend do that. You procrastinating. Stop making excuses. What are you afraid of? Okay. We're breaking through those old patterns, those old loop. I'm picking up on inner child stuff. This is where you got to do the work. Okay. Healing the inner child will bring you inner peace. When you heal your inner child, it brings you a sense of inner peace. And that peace is priceless. Can no one take away the work that you have done? Can't no one take away the knowledge that you have gained, the wisdom that you have acquired on your journey? We are not those little kids, children anymore. We are not that teenager anymore. We have learned, we have grown, we have accepted those things. We faced our fears, we healed ourselves, we took accountability. And now we are leveling up. We surrendered to ourselves. And it's delicious. It's delicious. This energy. And when you get to that sense of peace, hold on to that peace. Hold on to that bliss. Hold on to that wholeness, that fullness, that joy, that happiness. Because your peace, your joy, your love is priceless. You are priceless. And this is the energy that spirit had me hold on to. Imagine if the whole collective world was healed. That energy alone is going to make me cry. That's how blissful and peaceful it is. Just imagine, collective. Imagine if everybody in the whole world was just healed. and operating from a love frequency and a love vibration. Uh, my heart is going off right now. Just hold on to that energy, right? I've been working on myself. Yeah, and we not perfect, but imagine if everybody was just vibrating at a love frequency. Mm-mm-mm. Beautiful, 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 right? That's where spirit wants our mindset at. That's where spirit wants us to anchor in this frequency of love, of bliss, right? Because we know when somebody's not operating on that. We could feel the frequency, the vibration, the tension, right? But when it's someone on the same frequency, oh baby, it just flows. I don't even know you. I want to say I love you. Your energy feel familiar. You got me. Now I'm like, oh wait, hold. Nah. See, what am I afraid of? Be doing psychology on myself. Okay. That's how this energy is. Not being afraid to show love. Okay. Especially with those you trust, especially with things that you love, right? Like me coming on here, going in a whole hour on one sentence of my notes, and I got 2 pages because I love this. I love y'all. I love myself. I could come on here. Hey, you guys, yeah, we're going to have a solar eclipse in Leo. This is about finding yourself, getting in tune with yourself. It's going to be a planetary alignment. Yeah, level up, bliss and abundance. Catch you guys later. Peace. Is different when you love something. Do y'all hear me? Can tribe hear me today? It's different when you love what you do. It's different when you in love with somebody. Woo, come on. Because it's a different frequency. It's an elevation. You get lost in time. I know I already been on here 50 minutes. You get pulled into a portal. You get pulled into a vortex where time doesn't exist. You know, time flies when you're having fun because you're in the frequency of source. It's different. Okay. So this is where we tap in with that love frequency. This is where we tap in with others who love, others who are healed, are actively healing themselves, others who are actively learning, educated, intelligent, right? To continue to amplify that resonance frequency of our collective energy, right? And what I mean is different. Now, no shade to nobody, right? It's nothing wrong with partying. It's nothing wrong with drinking. It's nothing wrong. But it's a difference when you go to a club to drink and party. That's a whole vibration. And it's a difference when you go to a mastermind workshop class. Two different vibrations, but the intent, the mentality, right? There's a certain mentality that you put yourself in when you're in these certain environments. I hope I made that clear. Okay. And that's what spirit is getting us in tune with. People who have more healed hearts, healed minds, healed bodies, healed souls, because that's what the golden age frequency is. That's what the golden age feels like. It's a resonance. Resonance. When you enter in this environment, it's a resonance. That's why that rainbow always popping up in here. And shout out to the Soul Tribe, because I've had a couple of other people who are spiritually tapped in. They say they come into this space and they're like, man, I could see the energy of the Soul Tribe in this one big rainbow. I'm like, yeah, because we're locked in. We're locked into the information. We're locked into healing. We're locked into loving ourselves, elevating, pure love, love of relationships, right? It's different. We own that high vibrational frequency. We own that pure bliss frequency. And not because we drink hella acacia. It's because we actually put in the work. So we see one another. We feel one another, because that's the resonance. Okay? It's a frequency. It's a vibration. This is it. This is the shift. This is the shift we've been waiting for. This is the ship we've been waiting for, right? Everybody like to talk about the 5D, right? The new earth. It's a frequency. The bare minimum is love. You can't even get past the gateway if you aren't operating from pure love, pure intentions, authenticity. Otherwise, you cannot pass, go, and collect 800, because that's what that 88 frequency was about. That energy came in, scanned you top to bottom. Okay, send in the chills, send in the activations, send in the crown loads, send in the heart, love, source, divine love, divine unions, divine partners. They're going to be integrating this over the next couple of weeks, but you're going to see it. You're going to feel it. People who have not done the work, okay, they got more work to do. Send them more work to do. Those who don't want to do the work, okay, they can come back, reincarnate, because they just looping, and that's what they do, and that's what they spirit can. But like I said, for those who are on this frequency, we're already in that new earth, old earth, 5D and beyond energy. It's a frequency. It's a resonance. The residence is a resonance. That's how you know. You go into some place, the energy off. I'm cool. That residence isn't of resonance. And we only want things that are in divine alignment. If it's not in alignment, again, I don't want it. And I'm not going to force it, because that's when you learn them lessons the hard way. You've seen the red flags. You've seen it. Can't ignore it. Ignore it if you want to. That's on spirit. Tap that ass. And you got to sit down and learn a lesson. 5 years later, coming up out of it, oh, I won't do that again. Did you learn your lesson? This is for the ones who learned the lesson. Okay? We leveling up. We're activating new soul contracts with ourselves, with others at this time. Okay? And this shift, again, it happens by the way of the mind first. This exodus energy, it happens by the way of the mind first. There isn't going to be a physical exodus until we have the mental one first. That's why we're seeing certain groups of people leave certain places by the thousands, by the 100,000s. That's the exodus. That it's a frequency. Okay? It happens by the way of the mind first, then the heart. Because if you still thinking about old things, doing old things, how you going to send to the new earth? You can't. So once you alchemize your mind, you're able to take those actions to alchemize your heart, to alchemize your body. Then the activation starts. And I know I'm probably talking to a lot of us how we started our spiritual journey. Come on, tribe. Wait, this don't make sense. None of this makes sense. What's going on here? All of these people are, well, now let me reflect on myself. What is it that I need to do? What is it that I need to change? Oh man, I need to read these books. I need to change my eating habits. I need to, oh goodness gracious, I got shadow work I need to do. Oh man, I got to heal my inner child. Then you pay attention to all the patterns that those things led up to, how those things affect your whole life now. So you got to start changing the way that you think, which changes the way that you do things. Then once you fully embrace yourself, because we get into those spaces and places and we judge ourselves. No, you got to forgive yourself and love yourself. Once you fully do that, then your heart activates. Then source can pour into you. Then you start to connect with others who are on that same frequency. And at all times, you're going to be connecting with people on the same frequency as you, right? Whether you're in a lower mindset, whether you're in a higher mindset, whether you're healing, right? Whatever, you always going to meet a reflection. You always going to meet a mirror. So this is where you look at yourself. So you can see yourself, not the facade, not who you portray to be, who you truly are deep inside, your spirit, your soul. Again, if we take off all these clothes, all the makeup, all the wigs, all the toupees, all the Jordans, all the J's, all the skin, the blood, the rib cage, we are all just a spirit. We are all just a soul. That's what it's about. Okay. I'm not going to go too deep on that because I'm getting into shadow work. But again, the solar eclipse is when the moon crosses over the sun and you only see the shadow. Okay. So if anybody would like to deep dive a little bit deeper, you can always book a session with me or go to my Master in the Shadow class because I have a shadow work class where I talk about, I'm going over some things that I've spoken about on there, but just not as detailed. But this is about that shadow. You can't run from yourself. You can't run from your shadow. Again, what are you afraid of? You can't run from yourself. That's how you get in alignment with yourself. Okay? So I said, once the heart is aligned, you transcend to this realm and you enter bliss. Breath work is key to higher timelines. Breath work is key to higher timelines. The breath, the air, the consciousness. Because if you stop breathing, you're going to send up out of here. So, how do you tap into ascension consciously? Well, you focus on your conscious breath. There's many different ways to tap into breath work, right? Mantras, affirmations, speaking life into yourself, doing that 4-4 box count, right? 8-8, 12-12, however many, holding your breath, right? This slows the heart rate down. This resets the nervous system, right? For those who book sessions with me, y'all know, yeah, we go there. You tap into different realms, okay, by the way of the breath, okay? And this is the way how you help clear your mind. Breathwork is key to higher timelines by the way of a pure heart and clear mind. Silence the mind to enter the void. Silence the mind to enter the void. These are all going to be themes during this solar eclipse, really for the next 6 months, for the rest of the year. A whole year is what I'm picking up on, this energy. And I'll show y'all the chart later, but I'll break down why. Okay. Silence the mind to enter the void. Whoo, baby. That right there, silencing your mind. How many people can silence their mind, silence their thoughts? Let's keep it 100. How long do it take for you to silence your mind and silence your thoughts? That's why breath work is key. The more you meditate, the more you breathe, you're able to silence your mind, you're able to silence those thoughts. So where you get one with yourself and you enter bliss and you enter the void, the nothing, the black dot, the dark matter, the quantum realm. It has many names, the Akasha, right? That's when you silence your mind, silence your thoughts, and enter that place of peace and bliss within yourself. But that takes work. I want to say honestly, it took me 2 years to silence my mind by active breath work every day, meditating every day, morning and night, in the rising and at nighttime, minimum 30 minutes. Because we got so much stuff going on throughout the day. Then when we finally lay down, all of those thoughts, oh, I didn't do, oh. To now sort of point, it maybe takes me 2 minutes. On a good day, it take me about 2 minutes to silence my mind. If I'm really locked in, I could do it instantly. But that came from practice. And that's going to be a key thing because there's going to be so many distractions that want to govern our mind. So pay attention to that at this time. That's going to be a big key, y'all, being able to silence the mind. Okay. Because when you silence the mind, there is the peace, there is the bliss, there is the harmony. You know how peaceful that is to be in a sense of silence? Now, at first, I didn't think this was, being alone, being isolated, being in solitude. First part of my journey. What? I want to connect with somebody. I want a soul tribe. Now I understand that my peace is priceless. My energy is priceless. And if you can't sit with yourself in silence without external stimulation, you got a little bit more work to do. Because you should be able to enjoy your own company. That really shows how much you truly love yourself. Okay. And that also takes another level of discipline. Discipline. Ooh, boy, I love discipline. It'll teach you some things. It'll wean some people right out your life because they ain't got no discipline. Discipline is key. Consistency is key. Loving yourself is key. Okay. Self-control is key. If you ain't got no discipline, you ain't got no self-control. You a wild animal. And I don't know. I don't like wild animals that ain't got no self-control. Hopping on everything, jumping on everything, fighting with everyone. Okay. We need people with some discipline, some self-control. That's how you tap into the power of your willpower, right? Somebody spilling a seed everywhere. Yuck. Woman always got her legs open. Yuck. Disgusting. Right? You can't fast for 3 days. Fruits and vegetables. Yuck. Because what else aren't you able to do within your mind? What else you don't got self-control of, right? Always strolling on the phone. Something got control of you. If you don't got control of yourself, something got control of your mind. If you don't got control of your own mind, your own body, your own sexual organs. Let's we'll get into that parasitic energy. But no, it's not. It's you. Accountability. I'm going there today. Going there today. Discipline is so sexy. Self-control is so sexy. It shows how intelligent you are. You don't let anything and everything manipulate you. So that's a little gem for people in the collective that don't know nothing about no discipline. Okay. It's sexy. That's the new pheromone enhancer. Ooh, discipline. Ooh, okay. You don't just hop and jump and pounce and you're willing to sacrifice something, able to let go of that ego. You ain't always got to be right, right? Know how to apologize. Ooh, that's sexy, right? It's levels to this. Y'all know I'm gonna take y'all down in there, in your subconscious mind. We in your subconscious mind now. How do we get in tune with ourselves? We heal ourselves, and it's levels to healing. One way to instantly tap into it is by discipline, accountability, looking at yourself, and loving yourself. That's one of the quickest ways to heal yourself. Okay. Whoo, boy, oh boy. All of these notes. And they hard hitting hard. Okay. Also, what goes into that next level is knowing when to let go. Shout out Sleuth. Shout out my moderators. Yes, please get those likes up. Don't forget to subscribe. We almost at 10K. We like 800 subscribers away from 10K. Get those likes up. Get those subscribes up in there, please. We deep in the subconscious realm right now. We deep in the underworld right now. In the spiritual realm. We in there. We in there. We in there. Right? Okay. Another key thing is knowing when to let go. Woo! Knowing when to let go. This goes into comfortability, things that we're comfortable with. Again, goes back into fear. Knowing when to let go. Okay? Knowing when to cut them off. Okay? And no, it don't matter how good that eater is. You might have to let them go. Okay? And also knowing when to surrender. That's what this energy is about. This energy is about letting go and being able to surrender. Woo! See, letting go wasn't an issue for me. It was a surrendering part. Having faith that spirit got me, source got me, even if I can't see, because I love to be in control. I love to know where it's going and how long it's going to take and what I'm going to see on the way. Spirit said, no, blindfolds on, just surrender, trust fall. Because you know I got you. Do you trust me? Like Aladdin said to Jasmine, do you trust me? Because I'm about to take you to a whole new I can show you the world. Indescribable feeling. Okay. When is the last time you let your heart decide? A whole new world. You got to trust spirit first. You got to surrender. You got to step out on faith. You got to do something you've never done before to get something you never had before. And not on that, you know, we on some high vibrational stuff right now. You want to get that $1 million with your business? You're going to have to be consistent. You're going to have to switch it up. You're going to have to pivot. You're going to have to do some things you never done before. Start that LLC. You never done first own business in your family. Well, you're going to have to do some things. You're going to have to learn on the way. You got to trust spirit, trust yourself. Don't be afraid. Spirit's got you. You got yourself. Okay. And when you learn to surrender, then you are open to receive. See, it's one thing to let go and surrender, right? depending on how much work you've been doing, how much self work you've been doing with loving yourself, you have to be open to receive. And I say this because that's something I've been working on, learning how to receive love without being in fear due to past experiences. Okay, tribe? So I'm learning to trust. I'm learning to surrender. That way I'm open to receive and not having any expectations of it. So that way I get the full message of what spirit is trying to show me, because there's hidden gems in every lesson, hidden gems in every experience, hidden gems in every session. Okay. Now that was a double entendre, because if you go to the gym and you're doing a session, you're going to get that workout in. Okay. So this is about being open to receive. And when you open up to receive, you get those activations, you get that confirmation, you get that spark, that aha. You feel full again. You feel like a kid again. Ooh. And not the, oh, but I didn't heal. Oh, but when I was, oh, I wasn't trying. No, that's what the healing work was for. That's what the shadow work was for. So when you go back to that inner child, you feel peace. You feel bliss because you're in control. Not those old thoughts, not those old things. Before any of that stuff affected me, oh my goodness, I was so loving. I was so carefree. I was so open. I was so honest. I was so fun. Ooh, and I'm feeling that again. I am free. I am open. I am honest. I am love. Your heart open up to, because source is pouring that energy into you from you pouring the energy into yourself. Not external. That comes later, but not now. Because you're still attached to love. You're still attached to the feeling. You're still attached to what something outside of you can do, when you have to be feeling that, fulfilling that from within first. That way you're not depending on someone else, depending on something else to fill up your cup. I'm already fulfilled. This is just overflow now. This is just extra now. We're just adding on to each other now. We're just enhancing one another now. Not only will you receive heart activations during this time, a lot of us will be receiving crown activations at this time, and root chakra activations at this time. Hold on to your horses. This is when the fire horse year takes off, baby. We ain't even in Sagittarius season. You think this something? You think this Leo season is something? You think this summer solstice energy is something? Wait until this energy is integrated. And that's going to come in with that Scorpio energy. I hope y'all ready for that. You think your Kundalini rising now. You think your life force energies rising now. You think you're being activated now. Warning, warning, warning. Spirit, yo, my spirit's so funny. Spirit said, this just the tip, this just the head. We ain't even got the whole thing in, okay? This just the beginning. What? Do you hear me? Try drop some gems in the chat if you hear what I'm saying. If you feel what I'm saying, this is just the beginning. We just now getting back in tune with ourselves. We're just now loving ourselves. We're just now getting to know who we are, trusting ourselves. What? You know how long I didn't trust myself? I'm just now able to trust myself. I'm just now able to love myself. What are you talking about? Hear my intuition. Listen to my guides. Connect with Soul Tribe without thinking, oh, this person, without the fear, without the ego creeping in. It's different. This is just the beginning, y'all. Okay? Ways that you know that you're in alignment with this energy, you will see a lot of red connected to the root chakra. You will see a lot of gold. You will see a lot of green attributed to the heart chakra. You will see a lot of white and purple. Okay. Also, black, because black is attributed to the root chakra as well. Okay. And our auras are going to be expanding. When you have your mind, body, soul, mind, heart, root chakra all in alignment, that causes an expansion. So you may feel certain things like never before. And again, just embrace it because this is all attributed to you. I haven't felt like this in a while, right? And then you realize, oh, dang, the last time I felt like this, I was in love, but I'm not in no relationship. Oh my goodness, I'm in love with myself. I put in some work. I just feel good for no reason. I'm getting so many crown loads. I'm getting so many ideas. What to do with myself? I don't know what to do with myself. Okay. So you know you've entered in a period of expansion. Lots of things will start to resurface. You got your glow back. Here come the old scallywags. Here come the old ex. Here come the old. I ain't talked to you since high school. What? Why? Oh, I see you on the. That's how you know. This is how you know you're in alignment. You're going to start seeing a whole lot of old people, old things, old memories resurfacing at this time. There may even be a sense of an old identity within yourself that may want to resurface. Depending on what it is, you may need to integrate it or you may need to slay it, put it to rest, because that is not who I am anymore. Or a sense of, again, your inner child coming back. Oh, I need to integrate that. I forgot I used to dress up my Barbie dolls. I forgot I used to play with GI Doe, whatever it was that you used to do, that you used to love to do, but you haven't done it because you forgot, because you was just living life. Now that you got in tune with yourself, all these old things that bring you joy are resurfacing for you to integrate them into this timeline to bring you more peace, to bring you more joy. Man, I haven't danced in a while. Man, I haven't worked out in a while. Man, I ain't done a love reading in a while, y'all. See, I'm talking about myself now. I haven't done a love reading in a while. I'll be doing that very soon. But again, it's attributed to certain things. I'm ready now. And Spirit is making everything clear. Crystal. Okay. Also, with the sense of things coming in, there will be a lot of memories, a lot of nostalgia, a lot of old wounds, a lot of old love. Yeah, that old love coming back in, that puppy love coming back in because you've healed yourself, right? A lot of ancient power, ancient memories, right? This is dormant gifts that reside within you that are ready to be activated at this time due to the work that you have done, due to the discipline, because you're not going to abuse your power. You're not going to flip over cars on the freeway because they cut you off. That's why I don't have telekinesis. I'm still working on my self tribe. That I was projecting when I said that. That's something Spirit ain't gonna give me. I said, "Ooh, if I had superpowers, a car be flipped over right now." Spirit be like, "Diamond, calm down. Still working on mastering your intelligence, your emotions. Not afraid to be vulnerable. Not gonna lie, I'm not perfect. I'm working on myself. Okay." Again, that goes into that animal instinct, right? That primal energy. Rawr. Being able to have discipline and self control, right? But also not letting people step on your toes, right? No disrespect. Learning when to pick and choose your battles. Learning not to let people go over your boundaries. And I have certain standards for a reason, right? Not because I'm on some high horse. Because, yeah, you can't come talking to me and you have hella plaque in your teeth and hella black stuff in your teeth. Talking about I could just eat you up. No, you not. That's BV waiting to happen, baby. I'm good. No, thank you. Hey, who I'm talking to up in here? Drop some gems in the chat. Get them likes up. Because I'm no too goodies. Yeah, come on. You not over here. Not about to eat me up. I don't want that either. I ain't that desperate. It's been a while, but no, thank you, sir. Okay. Like I said, that primal instinct, we in that root chakra now. We in that sacral in that root. What you cannot eat up the prince. Okay. What he be saying? What's it, Dr. Umar? At ease, queen. You cannot gobble up the prince. Come on. Discipline. Boundaries, standards to save you. All right. Some people won't be able to have self-control. See now, boom. This is the energy. Some people won't be able to have no self-control at this time. Okay? Because they don't practice discipline. And also, yeah, They don't detox. They don't practice semen retention. They don't practice celibacy, right? They don't know what the hell we talking about over here. That's a whole new world. If you ever say, "Oh, I practice celibacy," and somebody say, "What's that?" Run. What's a detox? What's the fast? Yeah, I'm fast. No, I'm talking about you ever. What's a fast? Run. That let me know everything I need to know right there. I'm good. Oh, I could never do that. Run. Do y'all hear me? Fast. Okay. A lot of people's parasitic energy will be coming out. Okay. The parasite's going to be coming out. They can't even contain the parasite. Like I said, you just met me 5 seconds talking about you going to gobble me up. Get that parasite. What y'all say in the chat the other day? Devil get back. Devil get behind me. Y'all be having me cracking up. I'll be looking at the chat. No, no, no. Wrong way. Not over here. That parasite, that demon, that you ain't got no self-control. A person will always show you who they are. If they're bold enough, they'll tell you who they are. And you better listen. You better watch. You better pay attention. Okay? A lot of life force energy will be present during this time. Ooh, my heart chakra. And that felt so good. Ooh. A lot of life force energy and kundalini energy will be activated at this time, y'all. Again, work on alchemizing that energy for yourself. If you have someone you trust, someone you love, you're in relationships, yeah, tap in. We are in a mystical, magical portal. Be careful, some people, you will be bringing in star seeds. If that's something you would like to do, this is the perfect time to do it. Okay, because not everybody on here is single and practicing celibacy. I got married couples, I got people in relationships. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, that portal, that energy is going to be a lot of sexual, creative, life force energy here in the ethers. Okay, do with that energy as you will. If you want to practice breath work, moving the kundalini energy up and down, I have a whole kundalini energy video on my YouTube channel. You could check that out. Okay, breath work, right? Pushing it through different chakra points. Okay. Again, if you want to engage in intimacy with a partner, someone you trust, someone you love, yeah, practice on that magic. Okay. Okay, that's one way. And there's other ways to tap into this creative life force energy. Again, channeling that energy into something, right? You could write a book, right? You feel this, ooh, I got so much energy. I feel electrified. I feel all of this love. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to place it, right? Working out, going for walks, dancing, drawing, writing, okay, singing, right? This energy wants to be channeled through something, okay, painting, okay, nurturing the earth, planting physical seeds, right? It's all type of different things, right? Learning how to trade, getting back into the trade market. Yeah, my day traders, okay? Reading a book. Yeah, pick up on something that you want to study or something you want to learn, a new hobby, a new project, right? Planting a seed spiritually, right? Doing a little ancestor work physically, right? Pouring out some libations, offerings, okay? Doing genealogy, okay? Studying something new. It's I gave y'all a list, okay? Whatever you feel called to do, tapping into what makes your inner child happy. That's the main key. Yeah, Duolingo. Thank you so much. Learning a new language, light language, okay? Sign language, whatever. Whatever you feel called to do. Gratitude, Sleuth Pro from my website. Dropping my website. Thank y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Okay. Again, this Kundalini energy, sexual energy, creative energy is here to make love, doing what you love, creating something, passion projects, or being intimate with someone. And intimacy doesn't always have to be sexual, right? This could be tantra, this could be massages, this could be lighting a candle, right? Having a romantic dinner, going outside, having a picnic, right? It's 1,000 ways to practice intimacy without being physically intimate. Get creative. Okay. Yeah, I love that. Chest. Yeah, yeah. Stimulate my mind. Okay. Different ways to stimulate your mind. All right. Because this is how you manifest your dreams into reality. Okay. Spirit keeps pulling me into like sex magic energy, right? Sex magic, because when you're in that union with someone, right, you can bring a child into this physical realm, right? That is manifesting, right? Same way with your thoughts, right? You think of something you want to draw, right? Okay, boom, let me pull that energy down and actually draw something. Now you manifested that thought into physical reality, right? I want to write a book, right? I want to dance. All of this stuff starts in the mind first. I want to eat. Let me get up and cook me something to eat. That's me physically manifesting a thought. Okay. So it's 1,000 ways to alchemize this energy. Do what feels best to you at this time. Okay. All right. Also, Venus is in Libra, y'all. This is one of my favorite alignments next to Venus and Scorpio. Okay. But Venus in Libra is a very powerful energy for the collective. It brings in a lot of love, right? Love of self, justice, unions. Okay. I'm going to show y'all the chart in a little bit, but for this to be in alignment with this solar eclipse, meaning that this is going to be a love portal, there's going to be a lot of love entering in your life. And there's also going to be a lot of breakups, right? Again, people who got into relationships off of superficial, artificial, no substance reasons, right? A lot of new contractual agreements. Yeah, I'm picking up like people need to be careful if they having one night stands with people, because you thinking it's gonna be a one night stand one, and then next thing you know, you got a 1-year-old with this person, right? Lifelong contract, whether you a deadbeat or not, whether you there or not, right? Ooh, spirit, whether you keep the baby or not, right? That's still an energetic tie. So be very careful. Okay. Woo. Sheesh, spirit. Okay. So yeah, Venus and Libra, Lots of abundance will happen this fall. Things will fall and fall. Physically, spiritually, emotionally, sexually, financially, mentally, right? I'm picking up on people. A lot of people are going to be falling in love. A lot of things will crumble and fall. Buildings, structures, government. So be mindful. Okay. Is y'all still with me? Drop some gems in the chat. Get them likes up. Things will fall and fall to start and embark another year of greatness for you. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. Because what's also going to be falling in is abundance. Things falling in place, things falling in your lap, things falling in your hand. See, things falling ain't always a bad thing. Okay. So this is the start of another year of great abundance for you and greatness. What's manifested for you in the past 6 months? What has manifested for you these past 6 months? Think about it. Pay attention. Magnetism will be a theme. How much you've healed and how much you've grown. You should be very proud of yourself. Divine love and nourishment is here for you. Okay. Now, I could just leave it right there. I could just get off this live and say bye-bye, but I got a whole nother page of astrology notes that I got to get into. Okay. So this is the intervention. Again, please get those likes up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. If you're looking for any of my teas, any of my elixirs, 111 blend, sessions, jewelry, crystals, bliss bath detoxes, affirmations, all those things are in the description box down below. My website, nudiamonds.net. All right. I'm going to drink a little tea and I'm going to finish doing my thing. Okay. So, yes. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling in the chat? Drop some 8s. If you feeling this energy, if you feeling the reading. All right. All right. All right. I got to pull up the chart for this one. This one of them charts, I got to take y'all through there with me. Y'all ready to go through this portal? This solar eclipse portal? It's a good one. This one of them ones, by the way. Okay, give me a second. Drop them gems in the chat. While I pull this up, I'm getting it on a perfect time for y'all right now. I appreciate y'all so much. Again, anything you may be looking for is down in the description box below. Nudiamonds.net. All right. Boom. Got it. Boom shakalaka. All right. I'm about to pull y'all on this portal with me. Y'all ready? About to get into the astrology alignments. All right. Okay, boom. Wednesday, 12th August. New moon. Solar eclipse in Leo at the 19th degree. On this day, there will be a huge change in perspective globally. During this eclipse energy, there will be some type of huge change of perspective globally, right? Again, we got this north node. This is what makes it an eclipse. It's on the ecliptic plane, aligned with the north node, the sun and the moon. Okay. So there's going to be a lot of things shifting when it comes to how the world views things collectively. Okay. Again, the sun 19 degree, the moon 19 degree, Jupiter at 999. That's why I said y'all think this energy is something. Wait till we get into that ninth sign, which is Sagittarius. We just had the 666. Now we at the 999. We just came out the 888. Y'all, come on. I know your girl don't play. And we also got Mercury here. Okay. How have you been communicating with your mind, body, soul for evolutionary growth? This is stuff I want you to think about. How have you been communicating with your mind, your body, your soul, your heart for evolutionary growth? How have you been working on this with yourself? Transmuting to transform, specifically with your ego. Now, if you've been doing the work, you and your ego should be working for your highest good. Everything should be in alignment. Okay? Getting into divine alignment. You should see things falling into place right now. Okay? Lots of gifts coming online. This is a divine activation. You will feel it. For some of us, we're feeling it already. It's been happening. A big wave is coming in, coming down. Great ideas coming in from this gamma radiation. Pineal activations, crown activations, write things down to keep record. You will feel an electric charge at this time. And something from last year, specifically around 999, that 999 portal, something happened. Something specifically will be brought up to your attention. And also something will happen this fall, okay, during Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius energy, because that's 7, 8, 9. We will see major shifts from the effects of things now. The exodus, people leaving places in mass. People leaving places in mass. So again, like we've seen all of those, Spaniards going into Morocco, that's an exodus. We see, love and light going to all those who are suffering, who are saddened by this energy and affected by this energy. But that's why we're seeing the earthquakes. People are leaving by the tens of thousands, right? Venezuela, Colombia. And I told y'all in my 6 months prediction video, I told y'all in my summer solstice video, it was going to be a lot of energy when it came to South America. Okay. But this is a global thing. Again, I talked about Europe. Okay. Tens, thousands of people leaving in mass, physically and spiritually. This is not over. It's just beginning. We're going to continue to see this because Earth is purging. Yeah, we got a fire trine here. Fire trine, right? Not only do we got a fire trine, we got an air trine, air trine, air trine. Even if you look at this from the sidereal perspective, that's still an earth trine, that's still a water trine. This is things in unison, things in harmony, right? We got a whole double 6-pointed star here. We got one trine and another trine. It looks like the seal of Solomon, the Star of David. I'm going to get into that in a second. Okay. People leaving in mass. Physically, oh, come on, Diamond, because I'm glad I put this in notes because I completely forgot. Physically, spiritually, and mentally. We're going to see people losing their minds. We've already been seeing it. Okay. Emotionally, people going to be losing it emotionally. Good and bad. Pay attention. Travel will be a theme. I know a lot of us have been astro traveling. Okay. And traveling physically will be a theme. Okay. Write your dreams down. If you can remember, write your dreams down. If you can't remember, you need to probably stop smoking. You got to take a break from the smoking because that's one thing I noticed with smokers. They can't remember their dreams. Okay. You need to detox and fast. Get you some Ascension tea blend. Do that for 3 days. Then you need to take some dream relax tea blend so your dreams could be vivid and you won't forget because it was so vivid. It was like a movie. Okay, all of that down in the description box below for people who cannot remember their dreams. I've been getting so many people saying, I can't remember my dreams. I can't remember my dreams. You got to detox. Okay. After that, you should get a little bit more clear. If you still need some extra help, get some dream relax blend. Get some dream enhancing tea. Okay. And as soon as you wake up, before you jump on your phone, before you do anything, you need to be writing your dreams down. Before you even open your eyes, you need to be reflecting on, okay, what was that? Okay, I remember this. I remember that. And then it's all going to come to you. If you forget, that's okay. If it was important, you'll get reminded of it throughout the day. Drop some gems in the chat if this resonates, if it's making sense. If I'm lying, I'm flying. If I'm making sense and I'm telling the truth. Okay. These are gems I'm dropping. I don't got to say all of this. I don't got to go into detail about nothing. I can keep it short and sweet and cute. No, I want to go into detail so I can help those who need help, help those who want the help. Because I didn't get the help. I had to do all of this stuff myself. Write your dreams down because a new chapter begins. This is a brand new day. Come on, Spider-Man. And what was the theme of that? They couldn't remember him. Nobody could remember anything. Remember? Then at the end of the movie, what happened? Peter, they start remembering. You start telling the truth, getting activated. New gifts coming online. Because you're not suppressing who you are. You're healing yourself. You're being truthful. You're being honest. Your DNA structure changing. And he's divinely protected by what? By his gifts. Everybody can't read you. Everybody can't harm you. No fear. Divine unions of all sorts. Things once forgotten are now remembered. Love, gifts, transmuting of death will help activate the rebirth. Come on now. Why was I going in on that? Well, because opposite of the solar eclipse, we have Pluto in Aquarius. That's all about death, rebirth, transformation, purification in the fire, through the wire, okay? New love will be open to you. And old love, you decide. There will be new love here. There will be old love here. You decide. This is about getting in tune with your inner child, heart, body, mind, soul, for that expansion and that growth. This is a huge shift, a huge flip that everyone will feel. Again, get into the 6-pointed star energy. This mystical rectangle energy. A lot of magic. This thing is all blue. Big, bold blue. Big spirit. Big feminine. The kick is up and the kick is good. Yeah, that's a big ass field goal. Okay. This is a divine source pouring in. Divine mother. Okay. A lot of gifts. A lot of, water. All of that. A divine portal is open. We don't get charts that look like this all the time. And again, all of the planets are aligned as well. Again, if you go outside, you can see all of the planets lined up before dawn. So you have to go up when the sun is rising to see all the stars in alignment. But right now, they're aligned. You just can't see it. And that's just like this message. Things are aligned. Some of us can't see it. Some of us can feel it, though. Some of us can see it, too. It's not just a planetary thing. Yeah, the planets are aligned, but are you aligned? That's what really matters. Okay. This is a fire and an air trine. The air to the throne. That royal energy. It's in your bloodline. It's in your DNA. It's in your bones. It's in your cellular structure. Will be activated and initiated. Right? That fire and that air. It's getting hot in here. Okay. This is where the ship takes off. It's here. It's in the ethers. Either you can feel it or you don't. Either you see it or you don't. That's why we've been seeing the merge of the timelines and the energy shift, because it's happening now. This is a head to toe body alignment. Okay. And this is a huge reset because this is all conjunct. This is about to go into Leo in about 1 week. Let me change this so y'all can see. So being at 0 is really it's already in the sign of Leo. Sidereally, it's already in the sign of Leo. But for the sake of this chart, let's deep dive into the South Node going into Leo. The South Node is at 0 degrees in Virgo. So this is a reset on how we analyze everything, a reset on our perspective of the soul and illusions being broken. Whoo, how many people have had illusions being broken a face all week of yourself, of others, of relationships, of things? What? Psh, illusion broke. Psh, illusion broke. Psh. I'm like, whoa, all week. Illusions being broken for clarity of the mind, to relax the body. Once you are relaxed, once your nervous system is relaxed, then you're ready to receive. It's just, see, Spirit's giving me, it's like intercourse. You're entering the course with yourself. Course correction. Now's the time to relax, to receive. Inhale, exhale. Breathe through it. Okay? Okay. Now we got this energy in Libra, Venus in Libra at the 5th degree. Okay. Which is in sextile energy with Mercury and Leo. And another sextile energy with Uranus. Okay. This is like, yeah, the dominoes falling into place. Everything's falling into place. Sextile, trine, opposition, trine, sextile. 3, 6, 9, 12. 5 with the change, with the 9. I can go on and on and on. And then look at all these damn zeros. 0, Mars, 0, 0. Y'all can't tell 0. Y'all can't tell me astrology ain't it. Y'all can't tell me astrology ain't no key. I don't care what chart I'm looking at. That's why so many things crumbling, resetting right now. Okay. Leo, Venus in Libra. So much love is here. It's an overflow. It's an overflow of love in all ways. An overflow in love of all ways, like always. Like we always get shown love. We always are divine protected. We always get divine nourishment. We always in divine alignment. We always at the right place at the right time. Even if you don't think so, because that was probably divine protection. Okay. So much love is here for the collective. You got to be able to see it. You got to be open to receive it. You got to see it to receive it. Then it's going to pour in all ways, collectively, financially, relationship, within yourself, with source. You're going to see the love pour in. It may be overwhelming. I know it's been overwhelming for me. And I just, spirit just like receive it. And I'm like, I'm open and I'm receiving. I'm taking it. Okay. It will be so much love here for the collective. It may feel like an outer body experience. That's how I felt yesterday. I couldn't come on. I was in so much divine bliss and so much divine love. I felt like I was having an outer body experience. It felt like my heart was having an orgasm. That's how good I felt. Not lower chakra, heart chakra. All heart, love. I just want to, okay, what do I need to give? I want to donate things. I want to give people things. The Spirit said, no, sit with yourself. Embrace this love that I'm pouring into you. And I just sat there and felt so good. Okay. This will be a lot of divine interference, divine justice, divine intervention. You may even meet the love of your dreams. Yeah, I said it. Because when you vibrate in this high on this frequency, you only attract what you are. So if you are love, you're going to be attracting love. Say it out loud. What you want. Yeah, we master manifestors, we magicians, we alchemists. Put it into the ethers, write it down, say it, bury it under the tree, whatever you need to do. I know, so I know I got all walks of all life on my page. I got the Orishas, the African spirituality, the Voodoo, the Muslims, the Moors, the Christians, the Catholics, the people who don't got no religion at all. Okay. A little bit of everything. Yeah. Work your magic out of love, not to manipulate. We don't do that over here. Because if I got to trick you to liking me, you don't really like me. That's not the type of liking and loving that I want, anyways. I want no fake love. I want genuine love. I want organic, orgasmic, natural. I want no fake stuff. Get that fake stuff out of here. Period. Okay. I said this could be the love of your dreams, the job of your dreams, that's catered to the intentions of the heart. This is high vibrational spiritual relationships and arranged marriages. Now, the arranged marriages Spirit gave me was conjured up in the spiritual realm. This is ancestors, spirit guides congregating. Like, yeah, these people are perfect for one another. I don't know, karmic, you need to learn a lesson because you still ain't healed. No, this is you've done the work and you're ready to receive true divine love in the flesh. Period. No catch. Okay. This is arranged marriages by the divine. Ooh, that's what I want. Divinely orchestrated love, high vibrational love, divine love, divine unions. That can start to rebuild the new earth, the old earth again. Only pure love, only pure hearts. And this will be shocking for some of you because it's going to come in out of nowhere. Now, this is also unexpected things, period, happening. So some people may die of heart attacks from the shock. Okay. I hate to say it, but that be the confirmation, y'all. I've been speaking about this heart attack energy for a very long time because that Leo energy is attributed to the heart. Unexpected things happening with the heart. Just like we're gonna be vibrating high, some people just gonna be, like I said, leaving up out of here because they can't take the frequency. They haven't done the work to integrate the frequency, to integrate the vibration. It changed. They don't resonate with Earth's frequency, so they gotta get up out of here. I hate to say it, but I have to say it. That's how Spirit is giving it to me. You get left behind. Yeah, that rapture, apocalyptic Kali Yuga, right? End of an epoch energy. Everybody can't go. They ain't did the work. And Earth is tired of it. Source is like, I've been here for eternity anyway. It's just a blink of an eye. But Earth like, nah, we gotta clean some of this stuff up. They ain't got no respect. And whoever gotta go, gotta go. I hate to say it like that, y'all, but it's the frequency. It's divine justice. Some of these people just gotta come back and do it all over again because they ain't get it right. Some of these people done enough work to where they can just ascend and be free and rest. While some of us is still active on our mission, getting it done. Okay. That's for people who are on that lower vibrational frequency though. Because Spirit, I gotta give y'all the polarity. Yes, gonna be high highs, lots of love, but people who have not done the work, they don't feel that. They don't even see it. Okay. This is where we lighten up. This is where we get playful again, have fun again, take a vacation, rest, being comfortable. Because if you worked hard, you get to play hard. This is the reset and the repeat. Big financial rewards, gifts, opportunities are coming in. Stay patient because everything happens in divine timing. I only want it in divine timing. If it's not in divine timing, I don't want it. If it's not a divine alignment, I don't want it. If you're not coming with divine love and a divine frequency, I don't want it. Period. Louder for the people in the back. This is how you know things are aligned with you. There will be heart activations. There will be attraction. There will be magnetism due to the actions. Just be ready to receive. And again, if it isn't in alignment, you're not going to receive it. Just because you want something doesn't mean that you're going to receive it. Unless you force it, then that's when it becomes a lesson to learn, especially if you ignoring the signs. Okay. Now, I said 1, 2, 3, 4, and I don't know why I said 1, 2, 3, 4 on here. Oh, I know this is 1. These are 2, these are 3s, and then this is 4. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. A lot of fire and air, fire and air, fire and air. That's all you see on this chart is fire and air. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. And then again, when you look at the chart, every sign has a planet or asteroid or something in it. Or Scorpio. Right? This is close enough to be in that axis. enough to still be teeter-tottering, but it's nothing in Scorpio. Again, a lot of energy coming in from the Milky Way galaxy, a lot of gamma ray frequencies, a lot of spiritual activations, a lot of death, a lot of rebirth, a lot of sex, a lot of money, a lot of power, a lot of occult things, a lot of hidden things going on behind the scenes, a lot of magic. Okay, a lot of water. Scorpio is open. It's an eye opener. Everything hidden that's in Scorpio will be maximized. Okay. Then we also have Lilith in Sagittarius. So continue to speak your truth because it will set you free. And what would it be like if you didn't hold back? And also having balance in emotional intelligence and control. Okay. So finding balance between speaking your truth and and having discipline and self-control. It's a fine line, right? Because it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But also learning to pick your battles. Again, you have to do what's right for you at certain times and be open. And know when spirit is giving you the signal to go, spirit is giving you a signal to leave. Okay. This is key. Balance is key. All right. And I say that because opposition, we got Mars in Cancer. And I said, this is the rage of the waters. Rage of the waters, right? Your emotions, right? The waters, the hurricanes, the temperature heating up, right? The El Nino, the weather, right? So also that looks like us. Emotional intelligence, discipline is going to be key. Okay. Emotional warfare, water wars. Pay attention. We already seen that with them talking about the waters being tampered with and the data centers eating up the water and water threats, right? We don't operate from fear. Pay attention. This is when the divine warriors activate. We are divinely protected. Those who test that will find out, right? Ooh, they F around and find out. People don't know how divinely protected we are until they F around and find out. That's why I don't operate from fear. I be having to ask for mercy on people who don't know who they messing with because they get that instant karma spiritually like that. Turnaround time be fast. Instant manifestation. Don't come for me. Don't come for the chosen ones. You don't know who you messing with. I don't got to do nothing. I don't got to move a finger. I don't got to think a bad thought. I don't got to do nothing. It's going to come back to you tenfold. I am sealed, baby, by source. Divine light of protection over me. Y'all be seeing my aura photos. Come on. So this is where a lot of people F around and find out because that bad karma coming around on their ass. And it's instant. Okay. Spiritual warfare is at play here. So pay attention. Yes, some people need to do cleansing rituals. Some people need to do cleansing baths. Okay. Get y'all some Florida water. Get y'all some candles. Get y'all some sage. Cleanse y'all ori. Protect y'all ori. Right? Y'all hearing thoughts. Yeah. Get it together. Ground yourself. You're not supposed to feel like you got to be protected all the time unless you think something's after you. Fear. Do what you got to do to clear your mind. Wash your hair. Somebody needs to wash their hair. They thoughts all over the place. Somebody needs to detox. They thoughts all over the place. Somebody needs to go ground in the sun without their phone, under a tree. I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to somebody. I don't know who. This is constructive criticism. This is love. I love y'all. And be open. Okay. Divine Mother will make her presence known. Now, if that wasn't a double entendre bar right there, the Divine Mother will make her presence, gifts to you known, right? You're going to be receiving gifts from the Divine Mother, and the Divine Mother make her presence known, her energy, the earth, right? Feeling spirits, feeling, you gonna feel it. We gonna feel it. We already feeling it. I damn near got, yes, source speaking through me. When I start getting rah, 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 I call it the dragon energy. Sophia, Tiamat, Divine Mother. It's coming through messengers, all prophets, all priestesses. We're all saying the same thing. Her presence is known. Source's presence is known. Because it ain't even got to be a gender. Whatever your religious beliefs are. That presence is known and that presence is here. I digress. And this presence will be known to the world. This is the mounding of the woman. Okay. This is the mounding of the woman. Why I say that? Because a solar eclipse is, again, when the moon crosses over the sun. That is the woman mounding the man, nourishing the sun, nourishing the masculine. When the masculine is ready to receive divine union on both parts. Okay? So I said, this is the mounding of a woman, the Tantra, the Kali Ma, right? Ooh, thank you, Spirit. Because in Tantra, if you look at the figure, it's always Shiva, if I'm not mistaken. It's always Shiva with Shakti around him. She is on top of him, mounding him, right? He's sitting in the lotus position with his hands up, right? That's that Tantra energy. That's that intercourse energy. Divine union, divine energy. Okay, divine love. And Kalima. Kalima, right? Because a woman could be raging. What's going to calm her down? A man could be raging. What's going to calm him down? Love. What stopped Kalima when she was chopping everybody's heads off? Shiva at her feet. The only thing that brought her out of her rage, when she looked down and she said, oh my goodness, this is the love of my life. Oh, she looked up, got heads in her hand. Oh man, I've been going. Oh, let me calm down. I'm tripping. Right? Sekhmet, Harther. Right? All set. Right? The thirst for blood. The only thing that's going to stop me is what? Love. I say this because sensual energy sexual energy, survival mode energy will be present. That survival instinct, root energy, is all divine. It is the all. It is light and it is dark. It is the birth and it's the death. It's the love and it's the hate. The yin, the yang, the masculine, the feminine. It's both. It's all of it. My heart chakra going off. Okay. Again, we got Pluto in Aquarius, North Node in Pisces about to go into Aquarius. I said there will be huge generational changes that shape shift the future. Souls and spirits that came here for spiritual soul evolution and revolution. Spirits and souls that came here for spiritual soul evolution and revolution. It starts now. The spell is broken. And the true magic begins. Due to the alchemy, the 8-8. Due to alchemy in destiny. Everything being in divine alignment. Because one thing, because I deep dive into the occult. One thing about the Seal of Solomon, he was working with magic, alchemist. Yeah, with that ring to control what? The lesser keys and the higher keys, the grimoires, right? The 42 higher keys, greater keys, and the 72 lesser keys, which is really about higher vibrational frequencies, entities, angels, and lower vibrational entities, frequencies, demons, and angles of light. If you know, you know. And I'm pretty sure this goes into every religious text, right? The Vedas, right? We got good and bad in every story. But I'm just making this an example because, again, this is a seal here. It's one triangle and another triangle, and they're on top of each other. And it's making a mystic rectangle. So, yeah, this is a time for the mystics, the alchemists, the magicians, the high priests, the high priestesses, the oracles, the prophets, the leaders, the righteous ones, the chosen ones, the golden ones, the star seeds, the indigos, the rainbows, the crystals. Do I gotta? Okay. Drop them gems in the chat. So yeah, there's a huge activation that starts here. We're feeling it. Do you feel it? Because I do. I ain't even been drinking my acacia because I'm already locked in. Okay. So yes, those were the astrology notes. How y'all feeling? How is Tri feeling? We in some mystical, magical energies right now. I know y'all feel it. I know y'all feel it. All right, again, thank y'all so much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If there's any products, services you may be looking for, it's down in the description box below. Nudiamonds.net. Thank you guys so much for all of the donations you have been sending me. I'm about to get into the meditation for this energy. Okay. Gratitude, Sleuth. Shout out to the moderators. Okay. Okay. So, this was a very different energy when I was meditating to get channel messages, because halfway through, Spirit says stop and do the rest live. Okay. So when I started to go into my meditation, I seen this loop. It almost looked like a ribbon. Okay. So again, we're coming out of a loop because we've broken through old patterns. We've broken through old loops, and we're tapping into this higher perspective of ourselves. Okay. I'm glad y'all enjoyed the activation, the AA activation, right? Thank y'all. Okay. And breaking through karmic loops, breaking through illusions, right? Spirit also showed me a foot in my meditation. And when I seen this foot, it looked like Spirit, the divine, was massaging the foot. And I was like, I'm all for that, right? So this is a time where we relax, where we pamper ourselves, where we treat ourselves, because the footwork is done. The work that we did is done. Okay. Whatever you've been working on is done. Okay. And then I seen the divine's face. This was such a beautiful meditation. I love this meditation because I seen a foot, then I seen a divine face come present, and then I seen an ear. And then Spirit said, you're being divinely led. So listen. And when you listen, divine things happen. Expect miracles, miraculous things, unexpected abundance, unexpected love, because you're listening to source. You're listening to yourself. You're being led by the divine, meaning that we're going to hear a lot of things, a lot of gifts. We're going to see a lot of things. We're going to be, sometimes I get so taken over by spirit, my body's just moving and I'm not even aware of it. It's almost like an instinct, reflex, right? So that's how it's going to feel. Like I said, outer body experience. You're being led if and when you listen. The divine spirit is coming in to massage you, work with you, right? Because I told you I seen the divine massaging our foot. And I've never in my life ever seen anything like that. Okay. Then I seen the divine licking the foot. Now I have no idea. This could be some type of foreplay. Okay. Divine union. Okay. I know some people, we got some kiki people in the chat. But that's just what I seen. I don't know. Right? Kick off your shoes and relax your feet to get ready to receive. Right? Divine nourishment, divine love. You are cared for. That's just what I seen. Okay. Then I seen the foot on top of an hourglass. I got to give it to y'all. Y'all better, some of y'all get ready. Okay. Because some of y'all like that. Don't be acting like y'all don't be liking, I know, fetishes. Okay. Again, I'm not a prude. All right. Y'all heard what I said. Okay. Then I seen a foot on top of the hourglass. Okay. And that made me think, yeah, time is up. We stepping up. It's our time now. And then I seen the bottom part of the hourglass break. So it's like somebody kicked the hourglass, right? For it to break. Breaking out of those karmic loops, breaking out of that time, because time, karmic loops, that's all attributed to Saturn. And Saturn is going back, right? And if we're looking at it from a sidereal standpoint, I believe Saturn is in Pisces. So that is, yeah. Thank you, Spirit. And then the hourglass turned into a wine glass, but it was upside down and it was broken. Okay. So again, things winding down from the bloodline. Okay. Because I'm thinking if somebody kick glass with their foot, it's going to be blood. Okay. Yeah. That's giving me ancestor energy. Right. But we are ancestors. We are them in the flesh. Their blood is running through our veins. Right. Okay. Then I also picked up on, I could see like spirits together, and it was like they were like making love. Okay. And it made me think of when people are truly in love, it doesn't matter. The world could be ending, and it doesn't matter because they're in love. So being in love with yourself, right? Also, a lot of divine unions coming together at this time, while the world time is up, like the material, my heart chakra going on. While certain things in the material, the mundane, the false illusion matrix is breaking, right? We're going to be getting in divine union with ourselves and divine union with source and divine union with partners. Okay. Because we reach like this finish line when it comes to the type of work that we're doing. Yeah, so sidereally Saturn is in Pisces. Sidereally Saturn is in Pisces, not in Aries. From Western astrology, Saturn is in Aries. Okay. Y'all know I do sidereal, Western, tropical, verdict, right? So I'm able to look at it from all different perspectives. Okay, but either way it goes, Saturn's in retrograde. Yeah, this is like the return of the answers. This is a return of us breaking through karmic loops. Generationally, however, again, it the the message is the message. It don't really matter the placement. Okay. All right. Yeah, now I'm seeing Pisces. Yeah, this is the end of all illusions, all karmic cycles, false narratives, people being lost in delusions from old things that they've been taught, but they never checked on themselves. Okay, this is about getting back in tune with yourself and letting your imagination run wild, right? Learning things, getting back in tune with high vibrational music, right? Not looping death music. Okay. Nature's music. Okay, spirit. I keep seeing the infinity symbol here. Okay. Yeah. Breaking the chains. I'm getting chills. Breaking the chains to free up our spirit so we can relax. Yeah, I got chills all over my body. Yeah, when we break those chains, we will be activated. A lot of us are being activated right now. and relax, relax, relax. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Diamond, relax, relax. Relax, breathe. Meditation will be great for this solar eclipse. At any point in the rising, meditating, you're going to get some profound visions, some profound messages. A lot of us will be taking a seat into our power because we are the rightful heirs to the throne. Yeah. Saturn, Neptune, and Aries. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What is this? But we got to trust. We got to trust. We got to trust Spirit. Okay. What I just seen was us like trust falling off of the cliff. It's getting fool's energy, right? It's giving trust falling with Spirit and not being afraid of where this takes you, because you're not going to be able to see. But once we come out of it fully, everything will be crystal clear. Yes, very liberating. A lot of liberation here. And I also seen like what it looked like a divine white light was behind. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Can y'all, if y'all can hear me and see me, please drop some gems in the chat. Drop some 111s in the chat. I think the energy was too high. I think I may have cut the live off. I don't think that was any interference from YouTube. I think that was my own energy. Yeah, I got to call it like it is. I'm in there. I'm in the channel. You know, we have high vibrational frequencies and we be affecting the electronics sometimes too. We make the electronics glitch and cut off and static shock. And yeah, we do that too. Okay. Get them likes up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, things gonna cut. What did I say? Things gonna cut off, and cut on, right? And then the live cut off, and I have to reconnect. Yeah, this is reconnecting with source. Once we do that, trust fall with ourselves. And I was talking about a divine light. Yeah, divine light was behind us as we fell. It's almost like Spirit, like gently pushed us. I can't really describe what I seen. You said it's heavily glitching. I know it is because my frequency high. I'm doing it this time. That's not YouTube. I got all bars on my thing. It's glitching because my energy high. I told you I can't blame it on YouTube all the time. No, it's me this time, y'all. It's my frequency. Okay. Go out, come back in, refresh it. I got to call it like it is. I can't stop blaming everything on the government. No, they're trying to stop me. No, maybe my frequency is high and I cut it off. Because I told you I've been feeling my heart been palpitating this whole time. My bad, y'all. Okay. I'm glad y'all could hear me. I'm glad y'all could see me. But yeah, it's like this divine surrender. Surrendering to the divine. To trust fall into a divine timeline. And then my whole body just relaxed. Yes. And then my heart chakra went off. Come on. A divine surrender. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. That's what this energy is for us. We're going to be tapping into a lot of abundance, a lot of gifts, a lot of synchronicities, a lot of love, a lot of connections as we watch things fall in place or out of place, whatever that looks like for you, as we continue to rise. See, are things falling or are we rising? All about perspective. We're going to be expanding our perspective and expanding our auras and expanding everything it is about us at this time. This is a great expansion. Okay. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for being here. My heart chakra keep on going off. And it feels so good. I told y'all. She's back and she's better. I'm a little different today. That A8 portal activation, baby. We stepped through that portal together. Okay. We about to go somewhere we ain't never been before. We about to see some things we ain't never seen before. We about to be embracing love on all spectrums, receiving abundance from all spectrums of light. So we can reside in that place of joy, bliss, happiness, effortlessly. It comes to me easily. And if it ain't aligned, it ain't aligned. I'm not going to force it. Okay? So I love y'all so much. Thank you again so much for being here with me. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for the donations. Okay, I appreciate y'all so much. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Shout out to the members. If it's anything you may be looking for, again, tea blends, detox, right? Sleeping, tapping into multivitamins, tapping into the astral realm, tapping into your gifts, elixirs, right? Just quick droppers, jewelry, crystals, sessions, astrology charts, affirmations, bliss bath detox, foot detoxes. All of those things are in the description box below. Thank you so much, Sleuth. My website is pinned to the chat, nudiamonds.net. If you feel called, check it out. And again, thank y'all so much for being here during this beautiful solar eclipse energy reading. We're about to continue to walk through this portal with our heads held up high. We'll continue to get activated. We're going to continue to attract everything that it is that we want. We're going to continue to feel electrified, okay? Seeing a lot of signs, symbols, and synchronicities, a lot of confirmation as we continue to feel that bliss of the divine love, of divine source pour into us, okay? Yeah, because Stone Cold says so, because I said so, because you said so. And so it is. And so it is done. You got to command it. Okay. So I love you guys. If you made it to the end of this video, and any of these messages were confirming for you, gave you some type of reminder, reassurance, I would love for you guys to put the blackout moon, right? The new moon and the fire emoji, right? To represent the solar eclipse. Okay. So yes, you could put that in the comments box below to let me know that you watched this whole video, anything resonated with you at this time. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. So yeah, I'll see y'all very soon. And I'll catch you on the next one. Yes, there we go. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. I love y'all so much. Again, I'll see y'all soon. Until next time. Okay. Peace.